Hi, guys, and welcome to part two of Talking Self Care. Um, Today, we are having Rosemary Lucas, another life coach who basically helps empower other women, which I think is amazing. And hopefully, she will join us very soon. Meanwhile, did you know that self care is not just about pampering yourself? There's a myth right there. See, it took me a while to realize that, but here we are. There she is. Okay. I'll let her do her own introduction. All right. Please work. I think I did it. Yay!
Oh, hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
This is relatively easy compared to the Facebook fiasco we had.
Yeah. I was just thinking that. I was
I might,
keeping my fingers crossed.
yes, I might switch to the whole Instagram thing. So you're teaching me. Hi.
Hi. I'm so glad to have you here. And now we're doing it the other way around.
Yes.
You're in the hot seat. I'm not.
It's good. It's all right. I don't mind.
Yeah?
Yes.
Okay. Well, tell us a bit about yourself, who you are, what you do.
Okay, so I'm Rosie and I am a online entrepreneur, and what I do is basically I help you start your own online business. So what that means is that a lot of people find fear around starting their own online business because they're worried about failure. They're worried about if it's going to work out, if it's for them. So I'm basically the mentor that's going to change their perspective because it does work with mindset. I've been doing this for roughly about 9 months, and I've had two clients, which I've helped change, and their mindsets around starting their own online business. So that is basically what I do. And I love the fact that I get to help people. It took a long time for me to find my purpose, but yes, I finally found ease and comfort helping others. So yes, that is what I've done. And
Sounds amazing.
yes, I've worked in hospitality, I've done education, but there's a lot of there's something so different about starting your own online thing and helping others reach and do the same. So this is exactly what it is that I'm doing. So I'm super excited.
I think that sounds amazing. I mean, I kind of wish I had you when I started my business, 6 years ago.
It- it-
Where were you? Um,
I think I was in hospitality. It could have been, yes.
Fair enough. So, what would you say, without going into too much detail, because I know about confidentiality and everything, but what would you say are the most common blockages in the mindset that you come across when someone wants to start their own business?
That they can't do it. The fear of failure. That's the biggest one I've heard, that they're so scared to invest their time and their effort because everybody wants a quick way to be rich. There's no quick way. There's no easy and quick way. You just have to dedicate yourself to it. And I've been doing this for 9 months. I've only had two clients, and I'm so grateful for the fact that I've got two clients and I've put my 100%, 120%. It's not to say that if I have 10, I wouldn't put like
Yeah.
but I would give like my 150% because I know what it feels. I was there. I was like, oh, should I do this? Shouldn't I do this? And I took that out of my head. And there's this thing that, that you fight with your head, and it's like you go with your head or your heart and you don't know what's right. But you got to just do it. You got to do it. Maybe there's this fear that, oh, what will my friends think? Who cares? Just do it. You're trying to make an honest living. You're not robbing a bank. You're not stealing anybody's money. You're trying to help people the right way. And that's just how it is. And yeah, that's what I've come across. A lot of people just have this fear of starting just because of failure. Oh, they're not, ready to do the hard work. But it's like when you do your 9 to 5, you have to do it anyway. So why not invest 1 or 2 hours every day to yourself that's going to take you away from your 9 to 5? So I would literally change the way you feel and think about starting your own online business. I would make sure that you have a cheerleader that's going to help you and make sure that okay, I've got Rosie. She's going to be my go-to girl. I'm going to, anytime I feel stuck mentally or psychologically, I'm going to message her. And that's what I've done with my two clients. They can message me at any time and say, Rose, I'm struggling. Can you please help me? I feel like I don't understand, and then we do the research together. And, I would sit there and dedicate my time and do it with them, because they just sometimes need someone that's going to support them, because everybody just wants to make money and, and it's just not good. And
I agree.
yes, I'm not like those coaches that will just take your money and bye-bye. No, I actually invest my time, and I'm empathetic, and I care about people. And, because I've had such a tough life and living, like, my purpose is to give back. So it's just to help people so that they don't feel the way I've felt, ever. So yeah, that's pretty much what I do.
That's pretty amazing. Would you say that a lot of the fear comes from the online industry? I mean, it's very competitive, and
It
like
is.
you do see a lot of money online. I mean, I remember when I first started, moving from face to face more to online. It was intimidating to see these six-figure coaches, these seven-figure coaches, and you're like, oh my God, I can't do this. And you're just like, you can't breathe. You're like, what am I doing? This
You
is not
know,
for me.
that's exactly what they would come to me as. Oh, I'm so intimidated. There's so many people. But then I'm going to be like, okay, that's going to be you in a year. Block that out. Block that out. Take that and move that into motivation. Motivate yourself and be like, okay, you know what? That's going to be me in a year. Give yourself that year, and then make sure that whatever you do, you dedicate yourself to being that six-figure earner. Because that's what people need to do. And there will be days, trust me, there will be days where you're like, oh, I can't do this. And that's when you call me. You call me and say, hey, I am feeling really low. Can you build me up? And I do that. I build you up, and I make sure that there is no way for you to go down or be intimidated. Yes, the online world, even with what I do, I'm sure there's other coaches that do exactly what I do. Could be better, could be worse, who knows? But I would rather support them, build them up, and say, you know what, I've learned from them. Those coaches were my mentor, but I would really, like to do my own thing and,
Yeah.
in my own way, because every coach is different. I would say that I would dedicate like 150% of my time to you, whereas the next coach would, sell packages and say, okay, you can only get 2 hours or something like that.
No, fair
But
enough.
everybody, I'm different, and I applaud those who actually put boundaries and set those limits and say, look, I will give you this hour this week. I will give you because they're working on a different tactic. So everybody has their own different business mindset. But I would take the absolute negativity or the intimidation that's inside your head, because it literally all is in your head. Because look, I'm sure at some point you would never think you and I would be on a live. But
Oh no, me in the live,
something,
are you kidding
something,
me?
yes, something gave you an itch, and be like, you know what? I'm sure it was our Facebook Live that itched you, and you're like, you know what? I had so much fun. I want to do more. And now
Yeah,
you're confident. You're out there. So it's those little steps
of
that we
course.
think that is such a dramatic thing. It actually ends up getting us out there and taking us out of our comfort zone, and that's exactly what you needed to do. So
That's all we need to do,
yeah.
honestly. For me, you were the extra push. Everyone, I mean, come and a lot of people say, "Oh, but you've been in business for so long." I'm like, yeah, but I'm still human, and I still have my anxiety. I still have my fears.
And
Which, by
me,
the way, can I call you when I feel bad?
yes, of course. And that's why, when you said we're going to go live on Instagram round 2, I was like, oh my God, yes. I jumped right on it. And yes, we do have our lives. We have, personal things. And, there will be 1 or 2 days where I just, shut down from
And you
Facebook.
can call me
Yeah.
then. Let's call each other.
I don't shut down. I just end social media. I just put it off for a day.
Oh yes, me too.
I
I'm
just,
with you there.
you
It's
know,
it's
it does.
needed.
Yes, it takes a lot out of you. So yes, those are, that's a little bit of that day for me. It really helps, to reboot and recharge, because all I want to do is to be able to give people my 150%. That's what they
Oh, that's
deserve.
amazing.
Because if they're trusting me with things that they don't usually tell anybody, I have to be there for them
Of
150%.
course, no. That's actually, that's one thing we have in common. I think that's why we connected so well, is that we both don't have those packages and time limits. We give like 1,000%, and it can drain us. We
Yes.
love it, and that's why probably like for me, it's automatic now. Like often to just get off completely social media and throw my phone on the bed and then see it again and then the next day.
Exactly. Exactly. And this is exactly why, we those days are quite important, even though we are a little bit. You also kind of inspired me with the first Facebook Live, by the way, because we are, like you mentioned, we do give. Oh, there's the sun. Thank you. Uh, there's the sun. Thank you. We both give our. There's no time limit for people to help us, or for us to help them. And sometimes people just need that. Some people book consultations with therapists. Some people, and they have to wait for a dedicated hour. But let's say I need you now. You can't
Exactly,
just
I
call.
agree.
And that's where we come in, and we change the way that, I'm not discrediting therapists. They're really good
No, they are very
they're
different. Very
exactly
different from what they
very
do.
different thing, but we want to give them, like, I personally, want to take the business mindset and elevate them, because not, psychiatrists, psychologists could be more in depth, with like personal things, and me just want to, focus on the business and make sure that, they focus on their dream, and, they get to where they want to be, and not be intimidated by the six-figure earner, and not be, because I feel that way too. I'm, my coaches, my mentors, they 5-6 figure earners, and I'm like, what? How? I'm like, what did they do? Are they scamming people? And I'm just like, you know what? I'm going to get there. I'm going to get there one day at a time. And when I do, I'm going to be as humble as possible. I'm not going to lose who I am because I'm making 5 figures or 6 figures. I'm going to still, be a good person. And that is what I want to do to the future business owners. And that's what I want. I want to give them that mindset. So
That's amazing. That is honestly. Um,
if whenever you need me, just tell me.
Kidding me?
I
I
got your
think
back.
we'll have each other on speed dial after this.
Exactly. So
So
any
basic, would you say that, mindset is a big part of self-care, right?
other,
What do you do? Do you practice self-care daily? Do you practice things, mindset and everything?
I would say not daily, but on a weekly basis, I would do something that is completely selfish. I would just do something for myself, whether it's just go out for a cup of coffee by myself, gather my thoughts, take my notebook and journal. I think that's a very powerful tool.
Mm.
Some people will go for massages. Some people go get a mani-pedi. No, I just take a journal, and I go for coffee, and I let it out, because just on my little secret journal. And I speak about all my fears, the things that scare me, things that make me happy, all the good, bad, and ugly is in that book. And then, when the book is full, I burn it, because then
Ooh,
I burn it.
interesting.
I burn it because it's the past, and there's no point in looking at the past. So, and trust me, I've had a lot of those burn books with the
That's
past.
actually a great piece of advice for some people. I mean,
Yes, with the past that I've had, and some things that I've gone through, I think burning it is very significant for me, because it just it marks a chapter of my life that's just no longer needed for me to focus my attention on. I would look back sometimes and I'd be like, oh my God, I used to worry about this, and would know that you're growing, because you just need to be at that point. I felt like maybe I wasn't being challenged, or maybe I was frustrated about something, but no, I needed to learn more. I needed to be more comfortable. I needed to, okay, I'm frustrated because what don't I know? What is missing? And then I would go and do research. And especially during the online world, there's so much that you can learn. Again, intimidation is like zero, because you get overwhelmed by so much things that
yeah,
you learn online. And I'm like, okay, how are we going to do this? And then I take
to breathe.
I take it step by step. And yes, but and then and then once I've required the knowledge, I'm like, okay, this was not as bad, you know. Like I'm definitely knowledgeable because of the Facebook Live that we had. Now I know, you know, how to do a Facebook Live.
That was challenging for both sides, I think, there.
I think like the Instagram is just, you know, that
Simple.
it's so simple. And you see, you taught me something today.
Oh, you're welcome. Interesting. I like that idea, and I hope a lot of people may try that idea. I used to do that too, so it's quite fun. Um, would you say it's helped you in your business, this, practicing self-care,
Of
you know?
course, you have to, because, you know, like we said, we can't always give, if we don't look after ourselves, how are we supposed to give ourselves 150% to others? So I think that weekly, you know, coffee with my journaling, it does help, because I get out all of the stress or frustration out of here. And then, because I like to hold things in, I love to just like protect everybody else, and
Oh, yeah.
I like to protect everybody else and then keep it to me. And then that's where my journal comes in. And then I say, okay, I'm going to spit this all out like word vomit. And then I'm going to put it all here. And then I'm going to burn it when the book's full. So, yes.
So isn't that one of the perks of being an empath, huh? We can keep it all inside.
Yes,
We
it
don't want
is.
to upset anyone around us, do we?
No, I wouldn't say that that's, I don't know. Some people might say, oh, you know, that's a little bit difficult to do. But some people are born that way. Some people
Yeah, no, I mean, a
with
lot
help.
of people, more people than we know, and actually a lot of people who feel like this don't actually know that they are an empath, rather they just think that there's something wrong with them. And in
Exactly.
reality, if you're a really sensitive person, it's a beautiful thing, but it
Yes.
also has a bit of its not
The
so good.
burn book. I recommend the burn book. Yes, everybody has a burn book. Like in the Mean Girls, they had the burn book.
Yeah.
And
Oh
you know,
my God, I can't believe you remembered. I just completely forgot about that. But yes, yes.
I will never forget Mean Girls. They had that burn book, and I'm just like, you know what? Gotta get me one of those, but not about people, but about me. And because it doesn't serve anybody if you talk bad about others. I think it's just such a weak character trait when you speak bad about others, and it's not something that I condone or support or teach to my little girl. And yes, you know, there's a lot of close friends of mine that go through that, and you know, they're judged just for being nice. Feels like it's impossible to be nice, and it's like people are not used to it, and they're like,
No.
yes, I'm going to give you 150% of my time. And they're like, what, say what?
Yeah,
I'm going to
right.
read the
Why?
book for like an hour.
Why? What's the catch?
Yes,
What's
what
going
do you
on here? And you're like, no, no, I'm literally gonna just be there for you. What?
Yes, yes, because it's not like, you know, the therapy concept where they book consultations, and then you pay for the consultation, and then you pay to see the doctor. And no, it's not that, you know. It's just, yeah, of course we don't want to, you know, nothing's for free, and you know, time, you know, does cost. But at the end, you know, I think if you know that you've made someone better, that is something that money can't buy, you know.
Oh,
And
well said.
my client, you know, I never ever asked for, you know, money, but because I did my work so well, I was paid. And it wasn't even me telling her my price. She had paid me, and it was a significant amount, and I was very grateful. And I was like, wow, okay, if you think that this is, you know, my worth, I'm very grateful. It was a good worth. But you know, it's just I liked that aspect. I'm like, I will, you know, don't pay me until you feel like I've done a good job. You
That's lovely, and that's rare. And I wish, honestly, there are more coaches like you out there, because newbies need this.
Yes,
So it's amazing what you're doing, honestly.
exactly. They need to, because everybody, when they come out, they're obviously a newbie and they don't know what they're doing. And if they could get a coach that could help them, and then when they earn, they could give, you know, like what happened. One of my entrepreneurs, they earned, and then they gave me a piece of the pie, and I was like, wow, thank you. Like I didn't even have to ask for it. My work spoke for itself,
That's
and
amazing.
very happy. and a lot of, and I was just, okay, I'm on the right track. I know it's slow, but I'm on the right track. And that's the
Wow. I'm pretty sure a year from now, you're gonna be having thousands of clients raving about you. You're gonna have so many lives.
Yes,
So
I'm working on that. I'm working on that. You really are helping me with the lives too. But the main thing is just to help people and just change their mindset, because there's so much drama in the world. Be the change, be the difference. I know that sounds like a cliche, be the change that you want to see in the world, but it really, there's so much conviction with those words, and people just forget about it because they get consumed with social media and having this perfect lifestyle, and then the news about how there's going to be a nuclear bomb and we don't
oh my
actually
God, it's just never ending, is it?
that's why I'm just like, the first thing, if you watch news with me, you cut it. It's literally cut off. You
Yeah,
don't.
no, you have to. For
Yes,
your own well-being. You're like,
it triggers.
it really does. It really does.
It's a big trigger.
Oh,
So, with me, no news is good news. So just put off the news.
I
I'll
think
give,
that's a very, very, very sound advice.
I'll give
Would
you the whatever you want to know about the world. I'll give you only happy things. Happy
okay,
things. That's it.
why
Not
not?
with because there's enough stuff that's going to brainwash us to believe that the world's coming to an end soon. So no, if you want to know the news, I will tell you happy news. I will find articles
Love that. Love
proven,
that.
proven and online and from a reliable source, and basically just tell you, okay, you know what, you have something to live for, you have something to you know so we have a comment, Christian.
Yes. Oh, even with the bad news, always important to remember that there's more good than bad out there. So true. Thanks, Christian.
Amen.
Uh,
That is really good. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. So yes, with me, I'm all about the good news. So even if you're having a terrible day, I'll find something for you to be good at. I'll
I
find
love
something.
that. I love that. I mean, oh, well, that goes like that. That kind of slides to my next question. What advice would you give people out there who are trying to get self-care into their routine, where it's daily or weekly or whatever? What advice would you give them?
I would say start weekly and then make it a habit to do it daily. But because of, the schedules and the other, jobs that I do to keep myself busy, I do 4 jobs, including my online business. And yeah,
What?
all
You got to
helping
tell us a bit about that.
it's all about helping people and helping families where I currently stay. And, it's just, it's basic stuff. It's everyday things. So ever since I got laid off from being a teacher, because I got laid off in December, and
Okay.
then I got more time to focus on what I'm going to do. So it's actually strange because I actually help a Ukrainian family and a Russian family, and I get to. I'm actually helping them, with private tutoring, English
Oh,
tutoring.
wow.
They're not, aware with the English language. So because I'm an educator, I have gotten private tutoring students, which I do almost every day. I also do babysitting, which is like such a teenage job, but
Love it.
they do require the help. And I'm just like, okay, it is what it is. And then once a week, I do cleaning for a lady. And so, and then I do my business every single day, whether it's creating a poster, creating a flyer. And I'm a single mom, so I have to do everything. I have to do it all just to make sure my little girl's got everything. But I do journal every single week. I have
Well,
to
you
make
are an inspiration, I must
I,
say. I mean, superwoman right here, everybody. You were looking for her. There's, like,
so
wow,
yes,
amazing.
those are my 4 jobs, and I'm happy and I'm grateful, and people see hope in me, and that's what I love to give. And because I was at a time when I never had anyone to give me hope. The only person that could give me hope was myself. So I've got
Mm.
all strength inside that I'd like to give to other people, and that's with starting their own online business, and giving them a purpose. Okay, have a purpose, and then you wake up and you go to a dreadful 9 to 5. There's no purpose in that. Find your
Mhm.
purpose after your 9 to 5. Get home and be like, okay, I'm going to invest 45 minutes into my business, 5 minutes journaling before bed. That's something that you could also do. I used to do that. I don't do that much anymore because I'm so tired. And sleep, I love my sleep.
Oh,
Sleep
yeah.
absolutely important. And yes, I just think it's those little thank you, Paulo. You're a champion. So it's those little things that make a big difference. And
Oh,
I'm proud, and that's just all I want to do. I want to give back because of all the stuff that I've been through. That's all I want to do.
that's amazing, honestly. And so whoever out there is looking to start a business, here's your girl. Where can people find you? Which is the best platform, or do you have a website where people can find you?
Yes, I do. I've got a website, I've got my Instagram, and I have my Facebook account. So we can take a nice little picture and then we can post it on our social media platforms. And I can add my website, and then my social media accounts where you can reach out to me.
I'll
And
definitely
if
send them over to me so when I
yeah,
share this
even if,
video.
fantastic. And then even if you just need someone to motivate you, or you need someone to just get you out of a bad spot, hey, my work speaks for itself. So yes, and people who know me would know that I come from a good, clean part. So yeah, that's what I do.
I have no doubt. I mean, second time speaking with you, but I must say I vouch for you and I think you're amazing. And I'm sure that a lot of people hearing this will be like, oh, finally someone I can
Who
relate
cares? Who cares that's not out for money right away? Who will have her work speak for itself? And
to. Exactly.
exactly. And I don't discredit people who, like, believe me, disclaimer, please. I don't discredit anybody who has the packages or do that. But I do believe when, your work speaks for itself, then it makes more sense to invest in someone that is going to have your back.
Mm.
So that's what I do. I love talking to you. We should do this more often. Like,
I know, it's so much fun. I feel so relaxed. Like I'm
um,
literally
you
on the
see that
couch.
natural energy.
There you go.
Natural energy, just to like, and I'm proud of you. This is your second live, and then you had one, I think, with Amanda, and
Yes.
I'm having one with Amanda too.
There you
And,
go. See?
and so we're getting out of our comfort zone, and I can see a big change in you. So I'm proud of you.
I'm proud of you too because you were worried in the beginning, but you saw that people started seeing more and more. It's because it's true what they say. Someone needs to see the same thing a few times online in order for it to get into our brain, like make a
Exactly.
difference. So, well, Rosie is amazing. I agree there.
Paulo, you made my day. Thank you. Yes, he's a personal friend of mine, and he knows and he can see exactly what's been going on, and he knows me very well. And if people online can vouch that, yes, I've seen this woman grow, and so have you, and I've seen you grow, then you know that this stuff is like real. People are not supposed to stay in the same stagnant line. They're supposed to grow. They're supposed to
Yeah.
get.
I
So no
mean,
matter
how
how.
boring would it be if we all stayed in our little bubble, right? I mean, yes, don't get me wrong, it's nice. Our bubble's nice, we've made it ourselves. It's cozy. But sometimes we got to go out there, and try something new. So definitely. I mean, that's my advice is try something new,
I'm an
especially if
advocate.
it scares you.
Amen. I literally just be like, you know what? It doesn't, because the thing that makes people scared is that, okay, they've tried the online business, but it didn't work because it's so oversaturated. Anything that sounds good, people will invest, but they won't take the time to actually get to know the coach that's behind it. So, okay, they have this amazing website, great landing page, everything's done, but then they pay and they never see the coach again. And then it's just automated.
Yeah,
It's
I don't like that. I don't.
a training site or it's pre-recorded. I believe that when you sit and you talk and you actually invest time in someone, that is so much more conviction than just some training that you're going to watch that you paid for.
No,
So
I completely agree. For me, being able to like see people's reaction
mhm.
and being able to understand how, if they're enjoying the session or training that I'm doing, that's where it counts the most.
Marítimo! Portuguese. Um, her team. Sorry, I just had to do that. Yes. No, but you're right, because and that's also going back to the first question, the fear that people have. Oh, but I invested before. Oh, but it didn't work. And oh, what makes this different? And the reason why it makes it different, because I don't charge I don't tell you to pay a ridiculous amount up front. I let my work speak for itself. I want to build that trust. It's so important, because there's so much rubbish on the internet that just sounds like this. And I'm like, how? There's no, yes, it really is. It's like, I can't be that person that's just going to, take money and just be like, I'm done. No, even though, you would think a single mom would like scrape and, have her claws out. No, I want to do things with integrity. I want to help people the right way. I want to see their actual response to when the light bulb goes on after speaking to me. They're like, oh my gosh, Rosie, you're right. Why haven't I been thinking like, I was like, because you need someone like me to tell you to think like this. And
so true. I mean, that's one of my favorite moments with a client, is when I see the light bulb,
the switch. Exactly.
Yeah, you're like, okay, I did it. I'm happy.
Yeah.
This person can go spread their wings and fly.
Exactly. And that's the most, it's something that money just cannot buy. I believe that this is something that's, you've got to have integrity behind this business. And if you're just going out there for the money, man, okay, money's good, but it's just, no, I honestly,
it's not enough.
Yes, exactly. Like, I didn't pay Paulo to give me a good reference.
Disclaimer.
Yes, I did not pay anyone to give me a good reference. It's because he knows me for like almost 2 years, and he knows what I've been through. He knows my life, and he can advocate for someone who's literally had nothing and built something from nothing. And it's not about being selfish. It's not about taking. It's about giving. So definitely. Yes, that's the time. I didn't tell Paulo, I really appreciate your comments. It really made my day. You're a champion.
Oh, so. Look at that. Those tiny things in life. So do you have any last messages, tips, advice, anything?
Hi, Kegel. I just got a hi from Kegel. It's been years, my friend. It's good to see you here. So tips would be definitely invest in yourself. 2023 is definitely a year to invest in yourself. Find a coach. Take the time to find a coach that is going to give you everything you need and not just take from you. It's easy to take. So find the right coach that's going to help you. Starting an online business, and accent is kicking out. Sorry, Kegel. So starting an online business has its perks, but it's not an overnight thing. This is something that you have to work on. But if you have the right cheerleader, it's going to be easy. It's going to be like you're going to make your first sale, or you're going to get your first client very, very easy. You just need someone that's going to be there for you. And it's hard because coaches just want money and they don't want to be there. They just want to give you a pre-recorded thing and be like, done. So just all I'm asking is for people to just take the time to find a good coach. Awesome. And, invest in yourself, because, in high school, I was, I didn't want to study. I didn't want to do anything. I just wanted to play and have fun. And now I'm like, I wish I actually studied in high school. Who knows what would have happened if I, went to college, or I finished my degree, or, who would have known, So yes, there's a lot of
the what ifs of life. But
yes,
I don't find that healthy either sometimes, because you can spiral.
Burn book. Yes, you got to put that in the burn book and burn it.
And it's gone.
Yes, and then it's gone. So yes, there's a lot of what ifs, but I'm really glad I'm where I'm at right now, because I'm only going up, girl. That's it.
Yeah. Well, I am rooting for you all the way, and you have a cheerleader here in me for sure.
And you have a cheerleader in me if you need anything. So yeah. My definite advice is to just, get out there, invest, but also take the time to find the right coach. There's so many out there and it's extremely oversaturated. But, you know, just take that extra 5 minutes to just work on yourself, start the online business. Don't be scared. Do something that's going to be constructive, find purpose, challenge yourself. These are the things that made me grow, you know, that, you know, this is the stuff that's, you know, made me change, you know. Yes, it's, and you know, Steph, if you have to hear my story, you're probably going to need 2 bottles of wine, but, or like 5 cups of coffee. But
depends on the time of the day. I'll go with both.
Hey, it's 5 o'clock somewhere. I always say that's my rule. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. You know, and just the fact that, you know, people who know me and people who see that, you know, I'm still, you know, wanting to give and not just take, you know, they will vouch for me. And Paul was an excellent example, you know, who's seen me from literally nothing. And now he's just like, man, girl, you're rocking.
That's amazing. So, I'm so happy for you. I am so happy because these are the kind of stories for me that really matter and really have just, yeah, share your story. That's, I think, the best way is share your story out there, and it will inspire so many others. I mean, we're not technically in the same field per se, but we're quite connected in many ways, and you have inspired me. So.
We both own a business. We are connected in more ways than one. We want to help people. We want to make sure that I give purpose and you help them with anxiety and you help them with, you know, clearing the clutter in their head and, you know, making sure that they're better people. So we are basically, which is, you know, I'm not, you know, I kind of do a little bit of everything, but, you know, my main thing is just to make people better. That's it.
That's
because
beautiful.
I know that I'm not where I was. I'm a lot better and I'm so grateful for it. I think, you know, I was actually writing a letter to myself. It's going to be my post for today, a letter to my younger self.
I love that. I love that. I can't wait to read it.
Yeah, I'm going to share, you know, it's going to be a very intimate post, a very vulnerable post. And, but yes, I wouldn't change anything. I would still
look forward to reading it, honestly.
Forced. I would still travel the world. I would still have my baby girl and I would still start my business and I would still help anybody and everybody that's around me. So, yeah.
Well, I think everyone should go follow you now. Go follow Rosie, everyone. Come on.
So, yes, in high school, me and Kegel had a little situation. I crashed his scooter. I did.
Ooh.
Oh my God, Kegel, that is one. That's a very. I can see that that's a core memory for you. So yeah, I'll give you free coaching, Kegel. No problem.
There you go. See, win-win.
That's how.
Sorry about the scooter. Ooh.
Yes, I did. No, I didn't crash it. I gave it freckles or dimples. I gave it just a little bit of freckles because I have freckles, and I'm like, you know what? I remember. It was so funny. It was one of the best memories I made with Brandon, and it was quite funny. And so we need to take a picture so that we can share this on our social media.
Yes.
So I'm going to say cheese. Yes. Yeah. Then we can share this on our social media.
And I will share when we hang up. Is that what you said? I don't know. When we stop this, send me your details so I can just like tag you in the post, please. And it was such a pleasure again to get to know more about you.
Yeah, the website, the links to Facebook, the links to Instagram. Okay, perfect.
Yeah, please.
Oh my God, thank you so much, Steph, for your time.
Are you kidding me? Thank you. I love hearing you speak. You're so inspiring, and we'll do this again for sure.
Let me know.
Okay.
I think we should do this once a month.
Perfect. Definitely.
Catch up, and we should call it like a coffee morning, or coffee.
Discussing anything, answering questions.
I got the perfect idea, and it's going to be fantastic. And I will message you.
Okay, so a surprise for everyone online then.
I love you so much, Bella Lopez. I'm sending love to her. She's my ride or die. Like Paulo and Bella, they've seen the good, the bad, and the ugly. So sending love.
That's true. That's real, and that's what we need more online. We need more real, authentic people and stories and everything. So
I
thank you
think
again.
I will share it more.
You should.
So much. So yes, I will. We will be in touch.
Yes,
Everybody.
we will.
Okay.
All right.
And thank you so much for joining the live, and hope you have a beautiful day. Wishing you all the best.
Bye bye, everyone.